I'm Brandon Gordon Gab of GabGames.com. This is The Sims 4. We're over here right now. So we're doing the Megaplex of family homes. Basically, here's how they're all set up. We're walking through one of the main doors. We'll go right since this is where we're at. We walk in. We got a full functioning home. We got a kitchen, dining area, a living room, stairs here, little office area, bathroom. We'll take the stairs. We'll go downstairs. Here we have a little entertainment area, game system here, art palette, a bar, TV, guards, card area, and 2 bedrooms. One for the kids, one for the adults. And we got that set up throughout the whole building. Go across the hall, same thing. We walk in on our left. Well, we got our stairs that way. On our right, we have our kitchen. Straight ahead, we have our living room. And instead of a formal dining area, we got this bar area. We got our bathroom here on our right. We go downstairs. We got 4 bedrooms. That bedroom's over there. We got 3 bedrooms. I was like 4. We got 3. Come down the stairs. Straight ahead, we got 1. Of course, all my builds come with closets. Got a closet there. Bedroom here. Come with closets. Then we got a bedroom here with an attached bath. And its own closet. And that's throughout the whole building so far. We'll use this as an example. Same thing on our right is our first entrance. We go up these stairs. Why they don't have a fucking entrance? That's their entrance. Go up the stairs. Nobody has an entrance here. Go up. We're missing a door. Why? I take my time and I do this. Second floor should have an entrance. Oh, because their entrance is over there. Okay. I'm like, what the fuck? I was about to spaz. We go here. We go up these stairs here. Then we have an entrance to our next unit. Second floor and third floor. So third floor, we come in to our apartment, our condo, dining, living room, bathroom, kitchen. Come around these stairs, we go down. Got a little workout area and 2 bedrooms. About to spaz. We got to go on through this entrance to find the entrance to the next one. On our right, we got an apartment. Left, we got an apartment. Go up these stairs. On our left, we got an apartment. Then we go up these stairs. And then on our right is the next apartment. Again, go down. On our first floor, all our first floor apartments is first floor and basement. So we're on the third floor and the second floor here. Uh, since the third floor here got an entrance to an apartment, we'll make the entrance to this apartment on the second floor. Apartment, condo. We will need stairs. Copy. Everybody has the same shit, but not the same layout. Put that there. That should take us up. And I'll do maybe a unit or two before I go into before we go into fuck. I'll play some Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. That's what it is. I don't know why I couldn't think of what the fuck that was for a second. Play some Tiny Tina's Wonderlands today. So boom. We'll put our kitchen there. We'll put our bathroom over here. But now it'll be that. Put our dining room over here. Actually, I'll put the dining room here. Leaving that space for the living room. Now I might have to throw the kitchen in one. Then we'll go upstairs and put our bedrooms up here. That's going to be our dining room. We'll switch that wall with a half wall. I'll probably do that for my kitchen too. Put up a half wall to create the illusion of more space. Bam. Today we'll play some Tiny Tina Wonderlands after this. Talked to my daughter this morning. You know, doing my dad shit. Talked to my dad. Chatted up with my mom a bit. Not too much. So, I'm all caught up with everybody. My obligations to my family are complete. Damn. So yeah, this is how this is the layout of the building. We still got this whole side to do. Like my obligations to the people are complete. I would like some more social interaction. But hey, the social interaction I'm looking for is some booty. I need some booty. Not man's, but. Bam. I say every apartment has the same furniture, but they're all not designed the same. Similar, but not the same. Normally, I keep order of operation, but to keep the cabinet space, I put my stove here. What I mean by order of operation, grab the food, you cook the food, you wash the dishes. But I have to get rid of this cabinet here, leaving this limited on cabinet space because it's not an enclosed kitchen, fully enclosed. It's a day off, and I'm going to use it again to chill and gang. Happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving. My family don't really celebrate Thanksgiving because my family is from the Caribbean. You know, I'm the first generation born here, so it's not really like a custom for us. I always try to have my doors open into the toilet. Like, oh, occupied. I want when the person open, they see you taking a shit or something, using the bathroom. Oh, occupied, occupied. Knock before you enter. And who don't lock the door? And who don't knock before they enter? Apparently, we all have issues. Nah, that still ain't gonna help. Figure it out. Which apartment had Grandpa's chair that he died in? God dang it. Bam. That works. I like it. Wait, can't put that there. This one's not really going to have much window space. Oh, can't put that there. That's going to be part of the apartment building. I might put some single pane things there just to brighten it up. That's because that goes up. I'll fire that guys twice. Sorry, boss says you're fired. You gotta go. Now we go up the stairs. Need some lights. Then we'll just delete and move what we don't need. Keep it uniform, lined up properly. Then we'll delete what we don't need or sell what we don't need. that one. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Don't really need that. Say we get rid of every other one. Have to start this one and get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. We'll keep those. This one's not on the right line. We'll get rid of that. Gotta put that one on that line. Which means we'll have to put one on that line. Keep it lined up and uniform. I feel like this one should be on that line. Tell me. It's just a weird line. Bam. So we'll need you. I'm sure you need to be on top of here. We'll close this off. Three bedrooms or four bedrooms? Three bedrooms. Let's see. I could do four. Have to close that off. Might not be able to do four. Have to create a hallway there. Then I'll have to create a hallway going through. Be such a tight fit. These beds, let's see what we can make happen. These beds, what the hell are the beds? See what we can make happen. It's definitely gonna be too tight a fit. Ah. Won't be no reason to pull that in one that way. Won't be no real reason to pull it in one that way. Uh, want no damn concrete. I had this building built already, and it was before I started building closets with all my builds, so I had to redo it. It took me 20 hours to originally do the original build. It's not built with a specific gender in mind. That's why I put women and men's shoes. Nope, they don't get shoes in their closet. Blah 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 blah. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, I got stuck just now. Like, what the hell am I looking for? Happy holidays, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Do whatever it is you do on Thanksgiving. Just be thankful. It's the most important part. Be thankful for the getting. Be thankful for the giving. Be thankful. Three bedrooms. Not bad. Not bad. And again, all my builds gotta come with closet. That's why I had to delete it. Didn't have a closet. At least all the bedrooms got windows. But the first floor don't got much. Bam. Now we can start over here. First things first, we gotta find where we're gonna put our entrance. Every apartment is the same dimensions. Huh. Yeah, they're all the same dimension. Might be long way. Like this is the vertical way. This is horizontal. That's why it looked like it's slightly different. This is vertical box. Go copy. It's the same box. Vertical versus width. But it's the same box. Uniforms. Used to tell you, uniformity. You know, you gotta do special shit to be special. Not what you, how you dress. Not what. It's not the clothes. It's the content of character. Left to right Twix. We're gonna do left Twix. This is not sponsored by Twix. Don't buy Twix because I said the word Twix. You're not gonna buy this dick if I said dick. By the way, this stream is rated TVMA mature audience because sometimes I get off track and I get ADHD and I talk about shit that I just be talking. Sometimes I might not say anything, but that don't mean that I don't have the tendency to talk. I was born with a mouth, and I'm thankful for it. I put it to ways in more use than once. One, like eating. Coochie. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're here at the moment. Whoops. Undo. 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 This goes down, not up. Gotta build a basement tool. Gotta use a basement tool. First floor in the basement on our ground level. I guess I can leave that there, maybe. I'll move it more so here. Put our bathroom here. Make me feel like to uniform it, I should close that off. Put our kitchen and our dining room here. Making this area our living room. This makes me feel like I should pull that out, but it'll make our entrance so narrow. I don't necessarily want a narrow entrance. We'll see. I'm gonna put the kitchen there. Or we could put our living room on the back wall. And then to regulate the space, we could use some half walls. Don't sleep on half walls, y'all. Don't sleep on half walls. Half walls are amazing. What I mean by that, regulating the space. We could expand that out. Now it looks more regulated, right? More cut off. Build. Give me more half walls. Regulate the space. Regulators. Get half wall that there to make it look more spacious. Shut that off. Half wall this. Pull that out a little bit more. Can I half wall that? Looks a little bit more formal. Can even half wall that to create the lanes. Stay in your damn lane. Dun, dun, dun. Shot Town. We in the motherfucking building. Bang, 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 ski, ski, ski. Bang, 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 ski, ski, ski. Which one of you got what I'm looking for? You do. Shit. Fuck. Shit. I actually wanted my bathroom entrance over here. Got to get rid of that. I like this layout too. The one like this. I like this layout of the bathroom too. All depends on space, how we work the space. Now you don't want to put the shoes on the same side of the stairs. That's a tripping hazard. Tripping, son. You tripping. Everything should always be within arm's reach. That's why I know it's some pussy in arm's reach somewhere. I just don't know where. I keep everything in arm's reach. Gotta be some pussy in arm's reach somewhere. Could move that over, which give me space for a bookshelf. Make it look a little bit more sophisticated. Too tall. I know what we're missing. Nah, we'll leave that open. I think that looks great. I could open the kitchen up a little bit more if I wanted. Or open up the dining room slightly. But if I'm gonna do that, then I gotta change my half walls. And again, we're gonna have to put our stove over here. So we have the cabinet space. Put our sink there. Oh, fuck that one up. I gotta change that. Want no goddamn drywall? I wonder if I got one that hangs from the ceiling. It's supposed to hang from the ceiling. Don't have to change. There, have to make sure it lines. Can't really open that. Oh no. It just don't look as good in the corner there. That's better, right? Dining, living room, little study area, bathroom, kitchen. Then we go downstairs to the rest of the house. You need windows. No windows there. No windows there. Slept good. Bam. All right, to the basement. Let's go to social media. See what topics they got for me to talk about today. If I don't find nothing within my first few scrolls, kiss my ass. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Okay. Uh, nope, that's too negative. Black Friday's tomorrow. What y'all getting? Cyberpunk 2 is officially happening, taking place in a dark, broken Chicago. Borderlands 4 is on sale for Black Friday. Nope, not touching that one. Uh, Okay, I got a great topic. The Earth, flat or not? Our argument is the world, is the Earth round? That's never my argument. Uh, like these be small rooms. My argument is it flat or not? I believe it's round. A quarter is round. A penny is round. A dime is round. But they're still flat. Round don't mean it's not flat. Uh, like a penny is flat, even though technically it has thickness. What we call round in the situation is it a globe? You know? And I can't argue that it's a globe. Let's go back to what we know. Let's go back to the money. You take a quarter, stand it vertically. Spin it. It looks like a globe. Spin so fast that it looks like it's a three-dimensional object. But we all know it's flat. I could probably put this on this side. Still creates the same thing. It looked like a globe, though. Is it flat? It is. Does it look like a three-dimensional object? It does. So, we take that same thought, like, I'll pull this in. Then I can pull this in. Is it flat or round? Because it could be, is it flat? Like it's round. We know it's round. Is it a globe or not? It could be both. It can be both. No, it don't mean that it's not a globe. It don't mean that it can't have three-dimensional shape. That's all I'm saying. Have to be a kid's room. Doesn't mean it can't be a three-dimensional shape. Stand a coin vertically, spin it on its axis. It looks like a globe, but we know it's a flat object. Even though by definition it's not a flat object, because it has depth, it has width, and it has length. It's not a three-dimensional. It's a three-dimensional object, but it's not a globe. So to say that it can't be true on both ends is false. It can look like a sphere. As we know it, the Earth is spinning on its axis. It is round. Don't mean that it can't still be flat. You circle the Antarctic ice wall, you're going to find other land. You know, you fly over the Antarctic, you're going to come across another land. Like, let's say the Antarctic Circle is in the middle of the quarter. You circle around it, there's going to be land on one side. You fly over it, there's still going to be land on the other side. So that don't mean it's not true. They just got to get a smaller TV. So it don't mean that it's not true on both ends. The problem with people is they have to be right. There is no middle ground sometimes with people. That's why I moved it in. So I didn't have it moved in the first time. Son of a bitch. To find the middle ground, you got to think outside the box. And that's how I found the middle ground. It still sticks with science, the core principle of science. The world is spinning on an axis. Could put the closet over here and put the TV over there. Gender doesn't matter. It's a possibility. All I'm saying. Just to completely dismiss it, I think it would be a travesty. Cardio is just as important, if not more important, than strength training. I'm not talking out my ass. Try the experiment. Here's the theory. Here's the experiment. Gravity. You know, that's the reason when we walk on the other side of the planet, we don't fall off. Ants don't fall off a sheet of paper when they walk on the. You suspend a sheet of paper in the sky, they can walk upside down on it, right? Gravity affects them different for some reason. I think. We know spiders for sure. Standard rules of gravity don't apply to them, but it has something to do with size and mass. We try to say it's all this other shit, but compared to the planet, we are ants. Put things in perspective. And we're not ants. We're uncles. 'Cause I'm a man. Okay, Uncle Ant. Not a transgender. It's coming along slowly but surely. I like to think I'm a critical thinker, logical thinker. You know, you got to think logically, then you got to think critically. Sometimes you got to think critically, then you got to think logically. Like, make it make sense. If I fuck around and put windows on the front, did I do that already? I did not. At least they get a good view back here. Should I put it here? Or should I put it upstairs? I'll put it here. Like what's the logical? Now, how can we flip it on our head? What's the critical, and how can we make it logical? Which leads to creative thinking. Thinking freely. Like, school teaches you the information as we know it today, which means that the information can change. For example, in school, when I was in elementary school, there were 9 planets. When I got to high school, there's a possibility of a 10th planet, Planet X. Then, quiet during college. Then the years after college, Pluto got dismissed as a planet. So now there's 8 planets. But then there's planet Nibiru, which enter our solar system every blue moon, which is planet X, making it the 10th planet. But because there's only 8 planets, because Pluto got dismissed as a planet, it brings it back to 9 planets. But technically, Nibiru enters and exits our solar system, taking us between 9 and 8. Or when Pluto decides to be a planet again, takes us between 9 and 10. See how the information and data changes? I do believe in Nibiru because, in high school in the textbooks, it was in the textbook. We have 9 planets with a possible planet X, which is the 10th planet. So it was already being taught before all of this information is out there, that there's a possible 10th planet. Just needed data to back it and prove it. We don't know everything. We don't even know everything about our oceans, yet alone the universe. Okay, I'm going to break one of my rules. And we're going to walk into the living room. Now, I have rules when I build. I try to keep to them as best as I can. When you walk in the door, 9 times out of 10, I don't want you to see the living room. I want you to see the bathroom, the kitchen, or the bedroom. Because we get caught up in our own lives as people. I lived with enough women, and I'm like, at this point, when I get out on my own, these bitches gonna have to live with me, if I could tolerate it. But we deal with the pressures of the world daily, the stress of the outside world, outside of our home. Everybody's cool when they're inside the home. When you got to go outside into the elements, deal with the world, shit get complicated. And when you come home, you need to some people decompress outside their home before they walk in their home. Some people can't wait till they get home to decompress. Like, it's plenty of times I've Sat out on my porch just to decompress because I don't want to bring outside inside. The stress of outside. Some women don't do that. Some people don't do that. I deal with women. I don't date men. So that's why I bring up women. When you come home, I want you to ask yourself three things. Are you hungry? Are you tired? No, actually, four things. Are you hungry? Are you tired? Do you need to use the bathroom and freshen up? Or do you need to get felt on, which is affection? Do you need affection? I'm going to say affection. But as an adult, sometimes you need to get felt on. If you answer yes to any of those, when you walk in the house, you go get that taken care of. You speak, you say hi, but before you open up your mouth to say anything negative to anybody in the fucking house, you take care of those needs. It's easy to walk in and yell at the kids, yell at your spouse, yell at the damn dog or the cat when you're hungry. When you just feel icky from the day and you need to get cleaned up, it's easy to bring that feeling to the house. When you're tired, it's easy to be cranky. If the same questions you would ask a kid when they're cranky, it's the same fucking questions you need to ask yourself. If it works for a kid, it works for an adult because this is how we're trained. What's wrong? You cranky? You need to take a nap? Mm-hmm. Okay, come here. Let me hold you, give you some affection until you fall asleep. What's the matter? Are you hungry? Mm-hmm. Here, let me give you something to eat and put on your favorite show. Did you go poopy? You need to be changed? You need to get cleaned up? Mm-hmm. Let me do that and send you on your way. This is how we're trained from when we're babies. We figure out if it's one of those three things. If it's not those things, the child needs affection and attention. It needs stimulation. So it works for adults also. Before you come in and you put that negativity on the household, check yourself. Because once you get that solved, everything else is just like it don't really matter. Once you come in and people see you in a bad mood, you know what? Let me spruce up a little bit. Let me maybe put something on the stove, before the monster come out. Feed the beast is what I call it. Feed the beast. What could possibly upset the beast inside the house? Because we know before the beast got here, the beast was already riled the fuck up. And it's just something you learn maturing. Like I'm teaching my mother that now. Teaching my daughter that now. Look, don't come in here yelling at me because you need affection somewhere. I can't give you no goddamn affection. Bring that shit here. But it's true. Don't bring the shit here. Because it's not me. So, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Because that negativity affects the whole household. Now everybody in the household yelling. Because you didn't check yourself. I'm not making this shit up. Why everybody yelling? Everybody came in yelling at me about some bullshit. Because they're cranky. Get your shit together. I'm not the one that pissed you off. All I said was, hey, welcome in. Now everybody asshole. Because you had a bad day at work. They don't have a TV. Everybody's assholes because you had a bad day at work. Or everybody's asshole because you're hungry when you walk in. You know, how many times you'd be like, I was just hungry. Like, leave me alone. Don't talk to me. Tired of everybody's shit. Like, why? I'm hungry. I'm sorry. I was hungry. I was fatigued. And I kind of just spazzed. All because you were hungry. Man of the house, you gotta understand it. You gotta understand it, fellas. That's why I say I'm pops. Y'all we not the same. Pops take care of the house. Shit! It takes experience. It takes battle scars, man. The battle scars. Because you gotta fight the good fight. You're not fighting. If you just fighting to defend yourself, you're trying to survive. You're not fighting a good fight. You gotta fight the good fight. Which is fighting for understanding. Fighting to be understood. Just maturity. Everybody not mature. So you can't expect the maturity of me from everybody. I was just forced to grow up a little bit faster. Because I got a kid. You know? Slightly different. Had a kid young. Had a kid at 22, 21. Got pregnant, 22. I had a kid. You know? That's why it's people in their mid to late 30s still like feel old because they calling me Unc. Like, nigga, you just entering your prime. Now you gotta be mature, you feel old. Because you're not the young niggas no more. You have no choice but to mature now. Have no choice because you can't do the same shit. I've been not able to do the things y'all young niggas, y'all were doing. That's why it's funny to me. Like, oh, you know, I've been not able to do that because people have been expecting more of me. They need more of me. They need more of me. They need more of me. That's why I call it Unc bothering. Like, yeah, y'all just a little young. My fun stopped at 20, 21. Able to live, like, enjoy it a little bit, but my youth stopped at 21. Became pops. Could do that, but it looks stupid. Had to tighten my pants a long time ago. Man up, chump. That's why personally I'm glad I had a kid young. You know? Like right now, I don't see myself having another kid. I'm about to be 40 in 2 years, a year and a half, a little bit less than 2 years. 38, just turned 38 in October. So, be 40 in 2 years. To let another woman have me by the balls for 18 years, 40 to 60, be out of tune with my kid. Like, people feel out of tune now at 35 with the youth now. At 35 to 40. They feel out of tune with the youth now. Imagine having a kid at 40 and you're not in tune with what your kid is going through. I can't imagine that right now. Me and my daughter, we could swag out together. We could do all that shit together at the moment. Enjoy the same, similar music because we're not too far apart. It's not the big generational difference. It's a generational difference, but it's not the biggest gap. It's not 40 years in between. It'll be 50 years by then. By the time your child start enjoying music on their own and like having their own taste in music, it's to be 50 years because your child at 10, 12, if you start at 40, by the time your child start enjoying music, that's 50 years in between when you enjoyed music and your child enjoyed music. And it's a lot of, I've talked to a lot of women in my age group and they're like, I'm gonna wait till I had kids, wait till I'm settled and stuff like that. And I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with waiting. I don't want to sound like negative Nancy or whatever the fuck. Nothing wrong with waiting. But that don't keep a man. That don't make, you might be financially stable, but that don't keep a man. That don't, that don't guarantee that you'll be a better parent. 'Cause some people are just not suitable to be parents. So, it don't make it necessarily better. It's not going to be easier. Your first child is still your first child. It won't change that. Now you a little bit more crankier. You can't deal with noise as much. Your noise decimal limit has went down. It don't necessarily mean it's better. Just for the record. Just so you know that. Some people don't really get that. They think it's just going to be magical. Because you waited. Nothing wrong with waiting again. Just now, even resources that you have are limited. Let's say your mother waited till she had you. Now your mama and your daddy, 80, 70, 80. You 40. And you think you're going to have your parents watch your child? Like, oh no, dear, we'll take them when we're ready. We don't, your support is limited. And that's hopefully you got brothers and sisters. But you have fewer support. Ain't no 80-year-old trying to watch no newborn. That's if your parents still alive. No shade or nothing. Just these are things that you have to take into account for. But ain't nothing wrong with waiting. Again, I want to stress that too. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Don't let nobody tell you anything is wrong with it. Just be an adult and actually think about the shit. How much better is it necessarily, Well, I told my brother he had a good age. My youngest brother, he 30. Like, that ain't bad. By the time you're 50, you'll have a 20-year-old, Like, that's not bad. It'll give you that little extra push, that little extra motivation to keep it going through retirement. Because it's easy to be like, getting tired of this shit, this life, this working shit. He'd be like, oh, I could push my kid through college. You know, I could keep it up to push my kid through college. Shit like that. So, just like I said, I'll be 40. When my child goes to college, I'll be 40. I'll be turning 40. Well, the year my daughter turned 18, I'll be turning 40. And be like, that's your daddy? Shit. I call him daddy. You know what? Can't meet none of my college friends' dad. Like, what? Why? Ain't my fault they thoughts. Let me be single. No, I'm already hot dad. I say I got co-workers in their 20s that's trying to throw me the ass. Already the hotness. And I'm working out, still trying to stay in shape. Again, when it comes to age, 40-year-old dating a 60-year-old, still a 20-year age gap difference. So, what does a gap difference really matter sometimes? Just because you're not the hotness anymore. It's just true. You know? My daughter mother been trying to take care of herself also. Because she can't let me outdo her. But she been trying to take care of herself. Making her the hot mom. You know? Probably be a little problem for my daughter. Because boys are going to be like, Stacy's mom has got it going on. You know? Like, that's your mama? Shit, I'll be your stepdad. But there's a lot of women who let themselves go by this age. It's not flattering. Not flattering, ladies. They don't want to admit it. That's the sad part. You're not that little young spring chicken you were. You're that old hen. Or you're getting there. You can either look like a snack or not. That's entirely up to you. Damn, damn, damn. No. Like Craig, my little homie Craig, call him Craig. I'm like, I'm proud of my weight. It took a lot of work to get me to 150 because I went from an athletic 120, 125 max. Like if I hit 130, it's because I ate and didn't do shit all week or for a month or two. And I blew up to 160 pounds, barely able to scrape 130. 125, 120 was my normal weight. I'm proud I got to my weight. And he like, you about 30. What happened to your adult weight? Like, nigga, that is my adult weight. I'm not tall. I'm not, things like that. But that's how much bullshit women that tell you. They'll make you believe that, like, I gained 40 pounds. And then I lost 13. Now I'm at a solid 150. Means in total, I still gained 20, 30 pounds. As an adult, it just don't look like it. Women to make you believe that if you ain't fat, you ain't gain no weight. Talking about this my adult weight. I can't, right? Shake the fuck up then, shorty. Now, fuck you mean? Shape your ass up. Because you gained the weight don't mean that you don't exercise, motherfucker. And this is my adult weight. At first it was baby weight. It's just baby weight. It's just adult weight. Okay. Whatever you say to not fucking exercise, bitch. It's why I'm single. I put work into myself. I'm not being with nobody that ain't put no goddamn work into themselves. It don't make me better than anybody, but still look better. You know, bitches had 6 kids, never took care of themselves. Now they looking like beach whales wrapped in saran wrap. Because all these fat hoes want to wear bodysuits. These are made to be single family homes. Not to be made nothing but single family homes. Or family homes, I should say. Say single family because you like the core nucleus of a family is uh, 2 adults, maybe 2 kids, being a nuclear family. Right. I gained the weight. I was like, fuck that shit. I refuse to be fat. You got a choice. At some point, you got to look in the mirror and be like, oh, fuck no. Fuck no. Can't nobody else do it for you. I ain't gonna shame nobody. Don't get me wrong. Just, it's not me. Making it hard to date without a gym membership. Because the only other women that, the women that keep in shape, they at the gym. Find these bitches at the club every week. It's me and the girls doing fat shit. Like, ain't you a little too old? They'll be talking about I'm too old to play the game. You a little too old to be at the club every week. But go ahead and shame me for playing the game. Minding my own goddamn business, staying in shape. Shame on me. Say it's not like I didn't get big. It's not like I didn't get round. I had to change that shit. And I'm 150 athletic thick, not slim. I'm athletic thick, 150. Because you look at me, you be like, this nigga ain't 150 pounds. Oh, yes. It's a difference. I'll end this stream here. It's 2 hours. That's not bad for 2 hours. We got 2 units done. Say one more time. GG, good game, Gab Games. You can catch me in about 10, 15 minutes. I'll be playing Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Because I need to shoot some shit up. Peace.